All right, my friends, here we go. All right, this one I am just flying by the seat of my pants and doing this totally from scratch without any practice or nothing. You guys get to see it raw on how to make one of these videos. Okay, a guy asked me online how to make, he understands how to make a door, okay? That's fairly simple. But he said, well, what if it has a sidelight or a transom across the top? How could you do that? So I'm going there right now in Revit. I'm going to show you how to make one with a sidelight and a transom. Okay, so let me share my screen and then we will see what we can do. All right, so here we go. I am going to just say up at the top left, File, and we're just going to say New Family. We want a brand new family, okay? And the thing I want to start with you guys, don't even start with me. What I want to start with is a generic, watch this, a generic family. I'm going to make the panel. Okay, you guys can bring in any panel you want. If it has a light in it or a door or whatever. Generic, here we go. Generic, look at this. Just generic model, open. Okay, total generic whatever model. And I'm going to make the panel first. And the frame we're going to make as a door family. Okay, work with me. This is just best practice, show you guys how to do it. Here's an extrusion. And this is top-down view. And that we can go top-down or front. And someone says, well, why don't you go from the front view? Okay, watch. I'm going to switch this to the front. There we go. Now, I want to set my work plane as like front back, okay? So that I'm working here. And I'm going to put a rectangle in. That's going to be my door, okay? And I'm going to move my face. There we go. I want this thing to only be like 1.75 inches thick, okay? And if I say done, we've got our door panel, right? Done. But let's add a parameter to it so that it flexes in the frame that we're going to make next. So I'm going to say create a reference plane. It's going to put one above and a reference plane on the side. And this is going to be right there. I'm putting a dimension into these reference planes. This one, I'm going to name it door width, okay? And this one, I'm going to call it door height. New. Door height. Okay. I'm just kind of moving along here so you can see what's happening. There's door width, door height. I'm going to pick this object and I'm going to drag it up so it gets on that plane and lock it. And the width over to here and lock it. I'm going to make sure this works. I'm going to make a 3.0 by 7.0 door. So go to my properties here. Door height 7, door width 3, and apply. Boom. And it flexes properly. Perfect. So that's all we need to do right now, okay? Because later you can come back and give it material properties and even thickness properties if you wanted to control it. You could put a light in it that flexed so that there was a window in the door, but we're not going there right now. I just want to show you how to make a door that has a light and a transom. So with this done, I'm going to say save. I'm going to save this on my desktop and I'm going to call it door panel. Okay, hit save. Door panel. Ready and done. So now I'm going to say file, close, because I've made the door panel. Now I need to make a door. The door is going to, the door panel is going to load into the door family, and it's basically going to be the frame with a door panel loaded in, and that'll be flexible. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to say file, wait for it, new family, but this time it's not generic. I'm actually going to get a door family. Okay, I'm going to say open. There it is. Okay, top view. I'm going to delete the trim for now, so it makes this simpler. There, no trim. This is just an opening, okay? I'm going to go to the exterior view and show you what I'm talking about. I do not even want, I'm not even going to play games with these. This is it. Look, we have got an opening. This is the bigger opening. This has height to there and width to there, okay? But this is the opening for the door. This does not have the, this does not have the, whatchamacallit, the gosh, oh, the light or the transom. This is only cutting a hole for the door. So we kind of, I'm going to highlight and then delete the sketch for the sketch of the opening. So now there is not an opening in the wall. It's just got some parameters here. Okay. So let's go ahead and get some things rocking. And here's what I would do. I would create a reference plane over here on the left. Okay. And I would dimension to it, and I'm just going to give it a dimension. I'm going to make it, wait for it. I'm going to lock that thing 2 inches over. Okay. 2 inches over and lock it. Okay. So now off to the left side of my door opening is the width given for the frame. Okay. And then I'm going to say, I would like to create a reference plane way up here, nice and high, and then one vertically. Create reference plane vertically over here to the right. Okay. You guys with me? This is going to be our the bigger picture. So I'm just going to build the frame right now, the frame that we're dealing with. And here we go. Watch this. Create an extrusion. And I'm going to start right down here. I'm going to go all the way up and all the way over and down. I'm going to come over 2 inches. Did it go 2 inches? No. Go that direction, 2 inches. Why isn't it going 2 inches? Okay, I'm just going to copy this. I don't know why it wasn't going 2 inches. It doesn't even bother me. Okay. So so there, we've got the frame going up, and I'm going to take this one. I'm going to copy it down 2 inches and then trim it. And if you don't like using that command, you can use offset. Okay. Here we go. Now look at what I'm doing. I'm going around the door and I'm coming back over here. I know they overlap. I'm just going to use offset. Offset of 2 inches. That way I can go to the right. I'm going to get errors. Oh, it's going to error on me, but I don't care. So look what I've got here. Oh, need another one. I need another piece right there. So look at this. I'm just going to trim these up, guys. This is where my door is going to be, and I have to clean this all up. La, la, la. And trim. I'm just using trim command to clean these up. So it looks nice and pretty. This one's going to clean up over here, and I lost my vertical. So I just copy the line down. So you can, this is not part of the lesson, just drawing lines, okay? You could have done this yourself. Now look what we've got. We've got a door panel, door going here. This is going to be the Sidelite, and this is going to be the Transom, okay? But I need to kind of lock some things down so that the door height is truly 7, and there's 2 inches above it, and the door width is truly 3 feet, and there's 2 inches to the left and right. So the actual panel is going to be a 7.0 by 3.0 door, and then frame is outside that. You guys with me? So I need to lock a couple of things. From this height of 7 feet up to this guy, I want that to be locked, okay? I want that locked at 2 inches, bam, so that that stays the correct thickness, okay? And then I actually want, oops, I'm going to use a line. I'm going to say align that one to that one and lock them so that those two stay together. Now I want this one to stay 2 inches. So from that plane to that one, I'm going to lock it. I'm just going to highlight it and lock it 2 inches. So basically, and if you want this one to be 4 inches, change it to 4 inches, change it to whatever, and then lock it from the ground up to this one, locked at 4 inches. So this is locked, that's locked, that's locked, that. This one needs to be locked. So from the plane to the geometry, lock it 2 inches, okay? From the plane to the geometry, lock it at 2 inches. And from the plane to the geometry, lock 2 inches. So everything's locked at 2 inches, 2 to 2 to 2 to 2. You guys see that? So I'm going to say done with frame. Oops. What have I got? Lines can't. Okay, continue. It said lines can't intersect. I must have too many lines here somewhere. No. There should be. Oh, there's a line. Found it. Look at that little tiny line down there. Just trying to mess my whole program up. Okay, done. Okay, so now we've got a frame inside the wall, and I need an opening. So I come up here to create and wait, where's the opening? Okay, let's try insert. Wait, create. There it is. Create an opening. It was right there. Create an opening. So I want the opening to do a rectangle from this top corner all the way down to there, so that it cuts the hole in the wall and you can see the whole frame. Now I just realized that my frame is a foot thick, and I don't need it a foot thick. I need it to be only like 4 inches thick frame. So, okay. So let's just take a look at this thing in 3D, see what we've got. Well, looks to me like we have, okay, I accidentally didn't set my work plane to the front of the wall. So I'm going to edit the work plane, and I'm going to pick the plane. I want it to be the front of this wall. Okay. It's going to work off the front, and this is going to go backwards minus 4 inches. You guys follow me at all? So let's look in plan view and see what this looks like. We've got a wall here. Okay. Oh, I probably should switch this around to being flush with the exterior. Okay, let's do that. Wait for it, people. I'm going to go to the, I just want to click this. I'm going to go to 3D. Okay. And this is the wrong side. So I want this to be the new work plane. Okay. Pick a plane. It's going to be the other side of the wall, the back. That's what I wanted. So that when I look at my reference plane, see, it's connected to the front. So done. Now I need a panel here. I need the panel here, and then I need some glass. So let's load the panel. Insert load a family, and it's on my desktop, remember? And it's going to be door panel. Okay. So I'm going to bring my door panel in here. And if I go to families, and I grab my door panel, I can drag one over, and there it is, just sitting right there, okay? That little door family right there, door panel, and I'm going to move it so that it is, align. Look at this, align, I'm going to align it to there, the end of it, boom, and lock it, okay? So that it stays there. And then I'm going to align it to this and lock it. So now that panel is going to stay right in the door frame. Okay, you with me? No matter where this the wall goes. But here's the trick. You pick the panel that we created separately, okay? And you go to edit its type, okay? And it's got some embedded, it says the door height is 7 feet. But if you take your cursor all the way to the right and click that button, you can associate it with a dimension that's in this frame family, which is going to be height, okay? And then the door width, I go all the way to the right and I associate that one with width. So now, whenever I'm going to say, okay, whenever I say width or height in this, it fixes the panel to also fit, okay? So let's take a look at it in 3D. We've got a panel and we've got a frame, but no glass, okay? So I'm going to go back to my exterior view. And I'm going to say create. Oh, wait, set my reference plane to be the face. I want the reference plane to be the face of, create. Set my reference plane, pick a plane. I want it to be the face of the frame. There it is. Boom. Okay. Now I'm going to make an extrusion for the glass, okay? And I'm going to use a rectangle. I'm going to go from here to here. And from there to there. And I want those to start 1/2 inch back or even 1 inch. Look at this. -1 inch back, and they're going to go to -2 inches back, okay? And the material, I'm just going to tell them, wait for it, material glass, okay? Okay, so we're almost done. Here we go. So I want to take a look at it in 3D. Bam. Let's go look at it in shaded. Okay, so we've got ourselves a wall, we've got ourselves door, we've got ourselves a transom. Now we're not quite done because the door can flex, but the rest of it can't. So let's go back to the exterior. I need to do this. I need to put a dimension all the way to the top, and I need to put a dimension from the door. Oh, wait, from that over to the other side, okay? And this one I'm going to name, I hope you're following me, overall width. Overall width. And I'm going to make that an instance parameter. Nah, let's just leave it alone. Okay, now this one's going to be overall height. Overall height. Okay. Okay, so there we go. Overall width and overall height. Now let's flex them and see if they work. If it breaks, then this video is going to be over. Okay, overall height. I want it to be 9 foot overall height. So I just look for overall height and say 9. Wait, not 0, 9. Apply. Okay, so the transom works. You see that? It worked. The overall width is going to be 4 feet. Width 4. Apply. Okay, so that didn't work. The overall, oh, that was my width. My overall, look, I changed the wrong one. You guys see that? The width of the door needs to be 3 feet, and the overall width needs to be 4. You got to watch what you're doing here. And that's kind of small, so I'm going to make that 5 foot. Okay, you guys see what's happening here? This flexes perfectly fine. I have width and height. The door width and height will automatically go into your schedules. The overall width is the overall width, including the transom. The overall height is the door plus the transom. And the overall width is the overall width of this panel system, this door. So the only last thing, I'm going to load it. Let me just show you. I'm going to load it into my project and close it. First, I'm going to save it. My goodness, I didn't even save yet. Look, door with transom. How do you spell transom? Transom and Sidelite. Save. And load into project and close. Wait for it. We're about to see it in action. I know I can't create this kind of element in this view. Why does it say that every single time? Gosh. Okay, so here we are back in the project, okay? And I'm going to create a wall out here for your viewing pleasure, okay? And so what I'm going to do is go to 3, and we're going to put in our door that we just did. I'm going to type DR for door, and I'm going to put in that door. You guys see that door we just made right there? Are you kidding me? This door is fantastic. So there's the panel. I'm going to show you something in a second. And let's go to 3D and look at it. Ladies and gentlemen, bam, and boom. This is working like a champ. If I click on this thing and I go into its properties, whoa, it's big property box. I go into its properties and I say overall width, 6 feet. Both, okay? And overall height is 10. Both. But my door, what if it's a 2.0 door? Width, 2.0, 2-foot door. Boom. That changes. So guys, this works. This works. And so I just wanted to show you guys how this whole thing works. I think the only complication that I have right now, let me go back to my plan, is that you see how that is a generic model and it's lighter than it should be. It should be a nice dark door. Well, and we don't have a door swing. So I'm going to go back to editing the family. Door swing. Go back to my reference level. Okay. I'm going to wait for it. I'm going to go to annotate and put a symbolic line straight up this direction. Way too tall. Oh man, it's supposed to be my door swing. Well, look at this. I'm going to say, I'm going to create a reference plane out here. Okay. And I'm going to go from the face of the wall up to this plane, but I'm going to tell that line to be the panel width, you know, the width too. Okay. Okay, wait. I'm gonna do this for you guys. It's trying to give me trouble. There. Now I'm going to tell that one to be width 2 feet. There it is. And so this line needs to be on that and locked. And then I go to annotate a symbolic line. I'm going to put my curve on there from that corner to that. And out. And done. Save. But here we go. Yes, overwrite it. Now, the last thing I want to do is edit this little guy. Look at this. Edit the panel family. And I forgot to do this earlier, but this is the panel family. And if you look up here to the little icon that has the categories and parameters, it has a little file folder. When you click on it, you'll see it's a generic model. But if you switch it to the door family, okay, it's now a door family. And I'm going to load it back into my transom, door and transom. So now what I'm doing is loading it back in to the frame family, okay? Overwrite the existing one. And it got darker. You guys see that? Because I can pick on it and I can tell that guy, it's a door, okay? It is a door. And I could give it, look at this, I can give it finishes now, and I can tell it more about what it is. Under the label, now I'm just gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna load it now, load into project. Here we go, load into project and close. Yeah, load it in and overwrite the existing. And we've got a door swing and a panel that's right in your face. And I went, oh dear. Edit that, edit family. I forgot to make it invisible. So you got to remember all these things. You pick the actual panel, and up at the top, you can say visibility settings in plan view. I don't want to see it. Say okay. So now in plan view, that'll be invisible. And you can also, if you want to, whoops, I need to load it. Here it is, load into and save. Why not save it? Yeah, because now I have one. I didn't have one of these before that I could show you. I just made this overwrite existing version, and that's going to go away. Bam. So now we've got a door swing, we've got a panel, and I have all the parameters here, if I need them, to make this 3 foot. Okay. So now I've got a 3 foot door and an overall 6 foot panel. So it works, friends. Just wanted you guys to see how to make a door with a transom, with a sidelight, and you guys could eliminate the transom if you want, or eliminate the sidelight if you want. Just make it, but use the techniques that I just showed you guys, and you should be fine making that door with a transom and a sidelight. All right, I hope that helps. That's kind of a fun tutorial. I had not tested that and to make sure it worked before I made this video. So I'm glad it did work. All right, you guys, have a fantastic day. Until we meet again, happy Reviting. All right, bye-bye. Wait, I should stop the recording, right? Okay, bye.